Well, welcome back. It's time to get fresh with Mike.
Well, this week's featured produce item is Kevin's favorite, cabbage. It's just wonderful for this time of year, and my recipe is winter cabbage soup. This is just a great recipe for on a cold day like today where you're just trying to get someone to warm up or just feel a little better. A substitute for chicken soup here. So you need a little olive oil, an onion, some garlic, chicken broth. You can use water if you want to make it for a vegetarian as well. A little salt, pepper, a half a head of cabbage just because you end up yielding so much cabbage in the end, and 1 can of stewed tomato. So what you need to do, of course, dice up the onion. It's pretty easy to do. Be careful if you have sharp knives, of course, getting near your fingers. So you want to put olive oil in the pan, saute the onion and the garlic for about 5 minutes until it's translucent. And as far as cutting the cabbage goes, you want to cut off the thick bottom end here. And as far as coring it goes, you want to be careful as well, because this is a little trick here. Just cut it straight down from where you cut the bottom off, just like as so there. Be careful, of course, as it may give you a little resistance. And to cut the core out, you just cut on each side there, on the right, and then the left, and then the top part, and you can pull the core right out. It's pretty easy to do. So,
very elegantly done, sir.
yeah, thank you. Now, as far as making the soup goes, now wait a minute, you guys remember this, right?
Chiffonade. There
Correct.
you go.
Where you roll it up and cut it into thin ribbons.
Oh,
there.
I just bring out the Cuisinart and just throw the whole thing in there and hit the button and go.
See if you have a Cuisinart.
It tastes a little better if you make it, from scratch, not using kitchen
There goes the
appliances.
chicken broth.
There goes the chicken broth, exactly. Now, you want to use about 2 quarts of this, and I chose to use a lower sodium chicken broth just because the last thing that, or at least I don't like, is salty soup. I just don't like that at all. So when you put the cabbage in after you bring your chicken broth to a boil, and also I added in a yellow bell pepper there just for some additional color. So that's what it looks like after about the first 10 minutes of it boiling. Then you want to simmer it, then add in your stewed tomatoes because of so much water in there to begin with that if you add it in too early, your soup's going to come out tasting just like a bunch of stewed tomatoes. So you throw that in there, and this is what you get at the end. It takes about a half hour to cook it. It's pretty easy. And of course, on a winter day, I mean, you get everything in here. Chicken broth, they say that is the is the natural way to getting better at a kick or cold.
Yeah, and not to be the damper here, but isn't this just like chicken soup with cabbage?
It's somewhat,
so it's
but
chicken soup.
Yeah, but you're getting a lot more vegetables in there.
Right. I mean, I have the tomatoes,
the
red
veggies.
bell or the yellow bell pepper, and you get the cabbage as well. But it's a wonderful, wonderful dish, especially on a day like today when you're trying to warm up. And you can find a recipe for this cabbage soup on our Facebook page today.
Yeah, I have to confess, I like cabbage. I do.
Hey.
Well, good.
Yeah.
We've made a believer out of Kevin.
It's the Irish in me.
Do you like stuffed cabbage, Kevin?
I don't think I've ever had it.
Well, what you can do with this soup to make it simulate stuffed cabbage, throw a little lemon and brown sugar in it, and almost taste just like stuffed cabbage.